brave emperor whose grave remains unknown. In the annals of history, few names resonate with as much power and prestige as that of Julius Caesar. Born into the sprawling heart of ancient Rome in 100 BCE, Caesar emerged as a figure whose exploits would reverberate through the corridors of time, shaping the destiny of an empire and inspiring generations to come. Picture a city teeming with life, where the echoes of ambition and intrigue resound against the backdrop of marble temples and bustling forums. It was here, amidst the swirling currents of political machination and military prowess, that Caesar's journey began. As a young man, Caesar navigated the labyrinthine alleys of Roman politics with a keen intellect and unyielding determination. His lineage, tracing back to the legendary Trojan prince Aeneas, endowed him with a sense of destiny that burned as brightly as the sun that illuminated the 7 hills of Rome. But it was not merely ancestry that propelled Caesar forward. It was his insatiable hunger for greatness, a hunger that would drive him to the very zenith of power and glory. From the blood-soaked fields of Gaul to the sun-drenched shores of Britannia, Caesar's legions carved a path of conquest and subjugation, their eagles soaring triumphantly above the vanquished. Yet behind the veneer of military might lay a mind as sharp as the blade of his famed gladius. Caesar was not merely a general. He was a strategist without equal, his maneuvers on the battlefield as calculated as the movements of the celestial bodies that adorned the night sky. But it was not only on the field of battle that Caesar's genius shone brightest. In the hallowed chambers of the Roman Senate, he wielded words as deftly as a swordsman wields his blade, swaying the hearts and minds of men with the force of his rhetoric and the weight of his conviction. Yet, for all his triumphs, Caesar's path was fraught with peril. The envy of his peers and the fear of his enemies lurked in the shadows, waiting to strike at the heart of his ambition. And so it was that on the Ides of March, amidst the marble splendor of the Senate House, the dagger of betrayal found its mark, plunging Rome into chaos and casting a shadow over the legacy of its greatest son. But even in death, Caesar's spirit endured, his name immortalized in the annals of history as a symbol of ambition, triumph, and the inexorable march of time. Join me as we journey into the heart of ancient Rome, where the echoes of the past mingle with the whispers of destiny, and the legacy of Julius Caesar endures for eternity. Julius Caesar was born in 100 BCE in Rome, the capital city of the Roman Republic. His family belonged to the patrician class, the aristocratic elite of Roman society. The Julii Caesars, his family's lineage, traced its ancestry back to the goddess Venus through the Trojan prince Aeneas, as per Roman mythology. This prestigious lineage provided Caesar with a sense of divine connection and legitimacy, bolstering his political aspirations and ambitions for greatness. Conquest and glory. Julius Caesar, the master of the battlefield, cast his gaze across the known world with a hunger for conquest that knew no bounds. His military campaigns, etched in the annals of history, are the stuff of legend. Gaul, the conquest of the barbarians. In the rugged hills and verdant valleys of Gaul, Caesar found his greatest challenge and his greatest triumph. With the legions of Rome at his back, he marched boldly into the heart of barbarian territory, where tribes clashed and alliances shifted like the sands of time. Against overwhelming odds, Caesar's legions emerged victorious, their eagles soaring high above the vanquished. From the blood-soaked fields of Alesia to the mist-shrouded forests of the Ardennes, Caesar's name became synonymous with victory, his martial prowess unmatched by any who came before him. Britain, the edge of the world. But Gaul was only the beginning. Across the narrow sea lay the mist-shrouded shores of Britannia, a land of mystery and danger. Undeterred by the perils that awaited him, Caesar set sail with his legions, determined to plant the standard of Rome on foreign soil. Against fierce resistance, Caesar pressed ever onward, his legions carving a path of conquest through the wilds of Britain. Though the road was long and fraught with peril, Caesar's resolve never wavered, his vision of Roman glory burning bright in the darkness. Egypt, the queen and the conqueror. But it was in the sands of Egypt that Caesar's destiny would be forever altered. Drawn into the web of intrigue that surrounded the fabled Queen Cleopatra, Caesar found himself embroiled in a struggle for power that would shake the very foundations of the ancient world. With Cleopatra at his side, Caesar swept aside his enemies with ruthless efficiency, his legions marching triumphantly through the streets of Alexandria. But even in victory, danger lurked in the shadows, as betrayal and treachery threatened to undo all that Caesar had fought so hard to achieve. Political maneuvering, the dance of power. But Caesar's ambitions extended far beyond the battlefield. They reached into the very heart of Rome itself, where the halls of power echoed with the whispers of intrigue and betrayal. In the hallowed chambers of the Senate, Caesar wielded words as weapons, his oratory skill unmatched by any who dared to challenge him. With the force of his will and the weight of his conviction, he swayed the hearts and minds of men, bending them to his inexorable will. But power breeds envy, and ambition breeds resentment. As Caesar's star ascended, so too did the ranks of his enemies, plotting his downfall with venomous intent. Yet, for all their scheming and conniving, they could not halt the march of destiny. On the Ides of March, amidst the marble splendor of the Senate House, the dagger of betrayal found its mark. But even in death, Caesar's legacy endured, his name immortalized in the annals of history as a symbol of ambition, triumph, and the inexorable march of time. Julius Caesar's military campaigns and political maneuvering were the stuff of legend, shaping the course of history and leaving an indelible mark on the world. His triumphs and tragedies serve as a testament to the boundless ambition and unyielding determination of one of history's greatest leaders. Julius Caesar's legacy as a reformer is as enduring as his conquests on the battlefield. With the vision of a statesman and the iron will of a conqueror, Caesar set out to reshape the very fabric of Roman society, laying the groundwork for the empire that would follow. System. Sensing the need for stability in a republic torn apart by factionalism and corruption, Caesar enacted sweeping changes that centralized power in the hands of a strong central authority, himself. Gone were the days of petty squabbles and endless bickering in the Senate. Under Caesar's leadership, the machinery of government hummed with a newfound efficiency, as he appointed loyalists to key positions of authority and abolished the age-old tradition of senatorial privilege. At the heart of Caesar's reforms lay a fundamental restructuring of the Roman political. But Caesar's reforms extended far beyond the hallowed halls of the Senate. Recognizing the plight of Rome's disenfranchised masses, he enacted measures aimed at alleviating their suffering and improving their quality of life. From the distribution of land to the implementation of public works projects, Caesar's social reforms touched every corner of Roman society. Under his guidance, the city of Rome itself was transformed. Its streets lined with monuments to the glory of the empire and its people lifted from poverty to prosperity. Even Rome's legions felt the impact of Caesar's reformist zeal. With an eye towards modernization and efficiency, he reorganized the Roman army, streamlining its command structure and standardizing its equipment and training. Gone were the days of amateur soldiers and ad hoc formations. Under Caesar's leadership, the legions became the most formidable fighting force the world had ever seen, their discipline and professionalism unmatched by any who dared to oppose them. Julius Caesar's legacy is as complex as the man himself, a tapestry woven from triumph and tragedy, ambition and hubris. In death, he became more than a mere mortal. He became a symbol of Rome's imperial aspirations and the embodiment of its eternal glory. Political legacy. In the wake of Caesar's assassination, Rome descended into chaos, torn apart by civil war and political intrigue. But from the ashes of the Republic arose something new, the Roman Empire, a testament to Caesar's vision of a united and prosperous Rome. His adopted heir, Octavian, would go on to become the first emperor of Rome, taking the name Augustus and ushering in a golden age of peace and prosperity known as the Pax Romana. But the seeds of imperial power that Caesar had sown would bear bitter fruit in the centuries to come, as emperors rose and fell, each one striving to live up to the legacy of the man who had come before them. In the tumultuous tapestry of ancient Rome, the life of Julius Caesar shines like a beacon of ambition, triumph, and tragedy. From his humble beginnings in the heart of the Republic to his ascension as the most powerful man in Rome, Caesar's journey is a testament to the indomitable spirit of one of history's greatest leaders. Through the lens of Caesar's life, we glean invaluable lessons that resonate across the annals of time. His unwavering determination, his unmatched military prowess, and his visionary leadership offer insights into the nature of power, ambition, and the pursuit of greatness. But beyond the battlefield and the halls of power lies the enigma of Caesar's final resting place. Like a specter from the shadows of history, the whereabouts of his grave remain shrouded in mystery, lost to the sands of time and the vagaries of memory. Some say he lies beneath the ruins of ancient Rome, while others believe his grave lies hidden in the depths of a forgotten tomb. But perhaps the true legacy of Julius Caesar transcends the confines of mortal existence, living on in the hearts and minds of those who dare to dream of a better world. For in the end, it is not the marble monuments or the grandiose edifices that define a legacy, but the enduring impact of one's actions and the echoes of their deeds that reverberate through the corridors of time. So let us remember Julius Caesar not as a conqueror or a king, but as a symbol of the human spirit, unbound by the constraints of fate or the dictates of destiny. And though his grave may remain a mystery, his legacy endures, a testament to the eternal quest for greatness that burns within us all.